Can I borrow these for my ASMR account?
For my ASMR?
It's called Riley Alpha ASMR. Make sure to like
subscribe.
Yes, and follow. Oh, wait, is it actually on there? Follow Riley.alpha.asmr on TikTok. And that's it.
Ask for a feature.
Good morning, Cyclones, and welcome to this week's edition of Cyclone Media Announcements.
FBLA is currently at the State Convention in Topeka.
Tomorrow, softball has a varsity tournament at Fort Scott Community College. The time wasn't known at the time of this recording.
Tomorrow is also the NHS blood drive in the South Gym. If you didn't receive your pass, see Mrs. Black before the end of today.
The varsity boys tennis team has a varsity meet at Emporia High School starting at 1 p.m.
Baseball will compete against Spring Hill with JV starting at 4:30 and varsity starting around 6:15 p.m.
Finally, for Tuesday, the girls soccer team has a match against Paola. JV will start at 4:30 and varsity will start around 6 p.m.
On Wednesday, the senior English classes will have their 20-time project showcased in the Media Center Commons.
Robotics will compete in the City of Fountains regional competition at Park Hill South High School.
Forensics will host our annual home meet on Wednesday starting at 4 p.m.
There are a ton of events on Thursday, so get ready.
Thursday is the second day of the City of Fountains Regional Robotics Competition at Park Hill South High School.
The boys golf team has a varsity tournament at Sunflower Hills in Bonner Springs starting at 1 p.m.
The varsity boys tennis team will be competing in a quad at Crossover Tennis Center in Topeka starting at 3:30 p.m.
We will have our home varsity invitational track and field meet starting at 3:45.
The girls soccer team will compete at Pittsburgh High School with JV starting at 4:30 and varsity starting at 6 p.m.
Yes, we're still on stuff for Thursday. Softball and baseball will have home games against Lewisburg.
JV and varsity softball will have double headers with the first game starting around 4:30 and the second game starting around 6 p.m.
JV baseball will have one game starting at 4:30 and varsity will have one game starting at 6:30 p.m.
There is no school on Friday, but robotics will be competing in the Day 3 of the City of Fountains Regional Competition at Park Hill South High School.
JV baseball has a game against Anderson County in Garnett starting at 2 p.m.
Saturday is the last day of the City of Fountains Regional Robotics Competition at Park Hill South High School.
Forensics will compete in the Frontier League tournament at Lewisburg starting at 8 a.m.
Soccer will have home matches against Augusta with JV starting at 9:30 a.m. and varsity starting at 11 a.m.
Dr. Lewis is up next to select 2 more students nominated by our substitute teachers. After that, a student from the prom committee will be here to give us some updates, and then we will include the testing day informational video again.
Make sure you check the club and event walls around the school and check your emails. Have a great day, Cyclones!
Good morning, Cyclones. Happy Monday. I'm here to do our sub-drawing for students who showed positive behavior while there was a substitute in their class. I also want to remind you about a couple of things. The prom is coming up. You're going to see an announcement from the prom committee in just a second. Outside dance forms, if you want to bring a guest with you who is not an OHS student, you have to complete an outside guest form and it has to be turned into the office by the Tuesday prior to the prom. Also, as a reminder, only 11th and 12th grade students are allowed to attend the prom, or students who are older than high school students up to age 20, nobody over age 20 are allowed to attend the prom. And all their information has to be received in that outside guest form, which is approved by our admin team and the Ottawa Police. So get those filled out, have them turned in so that you are ready to roll when the prom week comes and you aren't stressed out about stuff like that. Okay, one more thing. We just had our March to Victory attendance challenge before spring break, and the winners were the freshman class. They had the best attendance the week before spring break. Great job, freshmen. And with that, you're going to see here, there's a really tight race between the freshmen and the sophomores over who gets to go to World of Fun. Right now, the sophomores lead with 4,250 points, and the freshmen are right behind with 4,225 points. Seniors coming up in third place, 3,825 points, and juniors with 3,550 points. So it's probably all going to come down to attendance at sporting events this spring to see who gets that free trip to Worlds of Fun. Make sure that you're showing up to support other Cyclones and cheering on our teams. And with that, it's time to announce this week's winners. Our first winner is Parker Piney. Parker Piney, come on down to the office and get yourself a gift card. Great job showing positive behavior while a sub was in the class. Our second winner is Jenna Scott. Jenna Scott, come on down to the office, get yourself a gift card. Thank you all for having positive behavior while our substitutes are in the building. Let's continue to finish up the semester strong, get those assignments turned in so that we can enjoy our summer. Hope all of you have a great week.
Prom is Saturday, April 18th at the Bottle House. The walk-in will be from 7 to 9 p.m. with the dance following at 9 to 11 p.m.
Tickets are $25 and they look like this. They're going to go on sale April 1st and they can be purchased from Deanna Brown in the office. And there are no deals allowed for outside couples.
All fees must be paid, excluding yearbook fees. All students must also be academically eligible before attending the dance.
Those attending have to be either our juniors or seniors. And if there's an outside guest form, which those are located by the office, then they have to be turned in by April 14th.
If you bring an outside guest, they must be between a junior in high school or the age of 20. They must also have a copy of a photo ID with their form.
Themes Casino Night, be there.
Or be square.
Where did you guys go on Thursday, March 26th?
Field trip.
Where did you go? Did we go to Spring Hill?
Yeah.
Cassidy, what did we do in Spring Hill? Did we go to the Job Olympics?
Yep.
Alyssa, what is something you did at the Job Olympics?
Folded laundry.
Jack, what is the Job Olympics?
People come and do stuff, do our work stuff.
You do work?
Yeah, and win medals.
Did everyone win medals in our group?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
And did everyone have job interviews?
Yeah.
Was it fun?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
What's up, Cyclones? Welcome to the testing day edition of some media announcements. On Wednesday, April 8th, we are going to have a testing day here at Ottawa High School. So what does that mean? That means that you have a half day of school because all we want you to do is show up to school, focus on an assessment, work really hard for us, and then we're going to let you go home and relax the rest of the day before resuming normal school on Thursday, April 9th. So on Wednesday, April 8th, here's what that's going to look like. You need to be at school no later than 7:45. We are going to actually begin serving breakfast at 7 a.m. We have Chris Cakes Pancakes coming, and we have some amazing community sponsors. We have Kansas State Bank, Advent Health, and Victory Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram of Ottawa, who are sponsoring our breakfast. And Ottawa Family Physicians is bringing some water for us to enjoy throughout the day. So on Wednesday, April 8th, the ninth graders, you are going to take a U Science assessment. And that's really important because we're going to be moving away from doing Zello. And that is going to be the entrance inventory that we give you that's required by the state of Kansas for your individual plans of study. And you're going to take an assessment and it's going to give you some possible career options, as well as just tell you some of your strengths and areas of growth as a thinker. Our 10th graders, we're going to ask that you come in and focus really hard on your English language arts and your math state assessments. Juniors, you're going to take the free ACT. It's really important, juniors, that you know there is no makeup day for that ACT. Can only be given on Wednesday, April 8th. And then our seniors, you're going to be invited to come in and do Adulting 101. Our amazing Spark Wheel coordinator has planned a great morning for you, and we're bringing in a lot of community volunteers just to give you some real-world information as you take your next steps out of Ottawa High School. So students, it's really important that you make sure that you are at Ottawa High School no later than 7:45 on Wednesday, April 8th. We will still serve lunch from noon to 12:30. At 12:30, we will ask that you head on your way if you are walking home or you have a ride. If you are waiting for the buses will not arrive till 3 o'clock, and we will ask that you move to the front of the Media Center. Please, students, you need to make sure that you check your email on Monday, April 6th, because that's where you'll be given your testing day location. So super important on Monday that you check your email. And then we have a new incentive this year, students, that we are going to do score for cord. And so what that means is if you score a 3 or a 4 on your English language arts, your math, or your science state assessment, you're going to earn a cord to wear at graduation. And if you score a 24 or higher on your ACT, you could also earn a cord. So sophomores, that means that before you graduate, you can earn a total of 4 cords to wear at graduation in addition to any of your CTE pathways. And then juniors, you have an opportunity to earn 2 cords this year for graduation. So that's just a really exciting new incentive. We really want you guys to do the best that you can on your assessments and show the state of the best version of our cyclones. So please, students, there's just a few reminders. You've got to check your email on Monday, April 6th. Please make sure that you bring a charged Chromebook ready to rock and roll with you. And remember, we will not call into classrooms to dismiss you early. So let's have a great testing day on Wednesday, April 8th. Thank you, Cyclones.